Miakhalifa. I know you've heard that name, and maybe you've even seen the horrible thing she did at 21.
You were wearing the Islamic headscarf, often known as hijab, and of course then it developed into a scene. You must have known how provocative that was.
Mia agreed to wear the Islamic symbol of modesty while carrying out some of the most immodest acts in a porn video. There is absolutely no question that what she did was absolutely unacceptable and disrespectful. But before we decide if we should all hate her, I need you to hear the full story behind all of this. And only then I want to know your answer. Should Miakhalifa be forever defined by her past mistakes? This is how she looked like before all of this, but everyone knows her as the famous porn star who once ranked #1 in the world and is still one of the most searched actresses on adult sites. But what most people don't know is that she was only in the industry for 3 months, and that even though there are thousands of adult videos of her online, she only acted in 11 of them. So how did this all happen? It's tough to tell just by looking at her, but when Mia was approached to do porn, she was at a very vulnerable point in her life.
Hated myself. I couldn't, there wasn't a version of me that I could see in the mirror and be okay with. I didn't feel as pretty as I was, so whenever I got attention from men, I felt like I need to hold on to this. I might not ever get it again. I need to hold on to this and do whatever I can to make them happy so that I can keep getting this.
Since her self-worth depended so much on outside validation, especially from men, you can imagine how she felt walking down the street one day.
A car literally stops dead on its tracks and rolls the window down, and they're like, "You are so gorgeous. Would you like to model for me? Like, can I give you my card?" And I'm like, "Me? Are you serious? Really? Yeah. Me?"
The man was from a porn agency, and 2 weeks later, desperate for more validation, Mia signed a contract to star in adult movies.
The reason I thought it was okay for me to do porn was because I thought no one would ever find out about it.
And when men laughed at her for not wanting to wear a hijab on set, she gave in, thinking no one would find out.
When there's 4 white male producers in the room and you say something like that to them and they all just laugh, it's kind of devastating, and it makes you not want to speak up and say anything again.
And as soon as that video was released, Miakhalifa's dirty little secret turned into international outrage. In a matter of days, her whole world shattered. Her family disowned her. She received death threats. Her address was leaked and shared all over the internet. And even when she quit and tried to lead a normal life, her mistakes followed her everywhere.
The stares I get, I feel like people can see through my clothes, and it brings me deep shame.
To make her karma even worse, Mia made no money from the billions of views, all while the real masterminds behind her offensive video made millions of her content. Today, anyone can repurpose her old videos into compilations, and Mia can do nothing about it. At the beginning of this video, I asked you, should Miakhalifa be forever defined by her past mistakes? To fairly answer that question, you have to know the woman she is today. Mia has rebranded herself as a sports commentator, a chef, and most importantly, an activist. She is doing everything she can to make sure no young girl makes her mistakes. Now she teaches girls the importance of self-love and respect. She has inspired many women who could relate to her past insecurities.
Don't rely on men or anybody else for your happiness.
Miakhalifa fully understands the consequences of her actions and wants no one else to go through them.
There's not a day that goes by where I don't think about what my future child is going to be put through. I'm not looking forward to the day where I have to sit them down and tell them what their mother did at 21 years old.
Night fam, truth is, All of us make mistakes, but most of us are lucky that the whole world doesn't have to witness them and enjoy seeing them over and over again. We are all a product of our experiences that have shaped, but also shaped and molded us. And as I end this video, for the last time I want to ask, having her whole story in mind, should Mia Khalifa be forever defined by her past mistakes?